and
roast suckling pig.
Roast suckling pig that we ordered in advance, plus 2 hours with me and Mike. Okay. Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Good. That's good.
Understand.
Okay, 10 minutes on the clock. Okay. So, what are you working on?
We are working on automating consumer research and decision making for B2C companies.
Automating consumer research for business to consumer companies. I'm repeating it back so we're clear. Awesome. How is it going?
It's going great. We just launched our first product in September and we already have like 7 paying clients, 2 of which are giving us recurring business. The revenues aren't a lot yet, but I think it's pretty good traction for a couple of months.
Okay, this is a great answer, right? Like now we got a crisp answer, 7 customers, it's only been a couple of months, we're not making that much money. Fantastic. Okay, so how does the product work?
Well, it's easy. We build a platform where users go on our website, fill in a simple form, and what our system does is it generates consumer surveys, sends them out online, collects the data all automatically, we analyze it, and we come up with an interactive report that actually generates recommendations on what product they should launch, who they should target, how they should price, and more importantly, how they can improve their product positioning as well. So strategy in a box, basically.
Okay, we're gonna pause here for a second. I have a couple of different questions I could go with here. You're probably thinking of some yourself. So you know my process. I'm thinking, should I ask him who his #1 customer is? Should I ask him who his competitors are? Or should I ask him how much he charges for the product? Or maybe I should ask him, how is this different than just using SurveyMonkey or Typeform? So interesting questions, right? And I think, I'm trying to think of which one will give me the most information because I only have 10 minutes. So I think I'm going to go with, tell me about your #1 customer. But it's a more confrontational question to ask him, how is this different than Typeform or SurveyMonkey? So those are the 2 I think are the best questions. Which one should I ask?
The last one.
You like it, the confrontational one. All right, now we're going to mix it up a little bit. I want to see if I poke them, what happens. I have a lot of business to consumer people. They just use SurveyMonkey or Google Surveys or Typeform for this. How is it different than those solutions?
Because me and my partner are both strategy consultants, we actually built a bunch of models on the back end using data science to analyze the data and generate actual recommended action in a format that's similar to an interactive strategy consultant report. So with SurveyMonkey, you got to design a survey yourself, do a lot of analysis yourself, or get one of your office monkeys to do it for you, which is very manual, very slow, error prone, and it can get expensive as well. With us, you don't need to hire another person. You don't need to hire a consultant. You don't need to hire a market research firm. Our system goes from filling a form to conclusion on what you should be doing.
Great. So we're 3 minutes into this meeting, and look how much we know. We really got an interesting idea. So now I'm going to go on my second question, which is I just need to, this feels like a service business to me. So it feels like they put service on top of SurveyMonkey, right? That's what I'm thinking is like the worst case scenario here, and it doesn't scale. So I have in the back of my mind the scale question, but if I ask him the scale question, he's going to say a bunch of words and he believes it's going to scale. And I don't believe the answer anyway, because I know service businesses suck. So what I want to do is, fuck it, let's just get right to the point of who is the #1 customer and how much are they paying? And how did they get that customer? Because how they got the customer matters. Now he doesn't know I'm going to ask those follow-up questions. So let's see how he reacts without knowing. Pretend you don't know. Trying to keep it entertaining. Okay. Tell me, who's your #1 customer and how much are they paying?
Our #1 customer is Jason Calacanis. They are a global outdoor advertising company. And the first project they did with us was only a pilot, 600 US. The second was 2,000 US, and the third is also 2,000 US. Yeah.
Okay, it's a pretty good answer because it's short. And you show that they've done 3 engagements. That's pretty interesting. So now I want to get into what was the outcome of that, right? Like, so I'm going to ask it this way. So what was their #1 takeaway? Like, what did they learn from doing this engagement? And like, how did they put that to work? What impact did it have on their business?
Well, one of the biggest feedback that we got is that what we give them allows them to move away from just being a media sales company into a consulting company. They can actively recommend marketing strategies to the client. So one of the latest project that we did was for a big drink manufacturing company. We can't really say who. But what we found was we tested the advertising effectiveness of their ads, and we found although the reach was great, their positioning strategy was wrong in the first place, and the ad actually has a slight negative effect on buying intention. And we were able to suggest ways they could improve it for their next ad. So hopefully JCD can go to their client and say, hey, look, next time you do business with us, we suggest you reposition your ads this way for maximum impact.
And do you always bring your dad to a meeting? I'm fucking with you. It's a joke. It's just a joke. Calm down. All right.
My dad's much less good looking.
Okay. So I still have this overriding concern that this is kind of not automated, and that it's kind of SurveyMonkey with their domain expertise in the back may not scale to 100 million in revenue. So that's the thing I've got to figure out. They're not going to tell me the truth on that, so there's no reason to even ask them. I could ask them how does it scale. We'll see what their answer is. I predict this is not going to be a very good answer. Let's try, okay? So this seems like a service business. Like you have the survey tool, but it feels like you're just reading all the results and then giving them like a report back. So is this really a service business that's 10% automated? And how does it scale to 100 million in revenue?
It's actually software as a service, so it's mostly automated even now. We can build it to become fully automated. So what we do is, as strategy consultants, we build all the models on the back end and teach an AI and structure an AI how to do the analysis, because as strategy consultants, we know what survey data to collect, we know how the models and decision logic trees to apply to that data, and we know how to take that data and convert it into a coherent conclusion that people can make decisions on. So we actually already, that part's already fully automated. The not automated part right now is actually some operational aspect in terms of working with some market research companies to send our survey out, but that can also be automated once we have some funding to build it out.
Okay. Pretty good answer, but remember I said it would be like a bunch of gibberish and word salad and we're not going to really actually get the answer. A lot of times, if they're trying to scale the business, they don't know. And we'll find out, right? So we're going to find out if they can scale it. And also, they threw in AI. When founders are trying to figure out how to close the investment, they just sprinkle a little AI on it. And
that's what the file is saying.
Right, that's my dad's here. AI, it's always bullshit, like it's not AI, whatever. There's a pretty easy way to figure that out. You just say to them, oh, who does the AI? What software are you writing it in? Can I meet the AI person? Who's the developer? You can just do that whole sort of thing, and you can drill down. That's like another path to drill down. And you can go talk to the customers. That's where you'd really figure out what the recommendations were, and if the recommendations that they said were life-changing were in fact life-changing. So that would be, my step with this company would be, I want to meet the AI person in the company and just talk to them about how they built the model and maybe see the example and where they got the data set from and how that worked. I would also want to talk to those customers. Right now I'm thinking about it. It's probably a service business. Here's the thing about service businesses. They don't go out of business because they just have customers that pay money, but they don't have high margin. So the software side of this versus the consultants, they may want to have consultants in a marketplace who use the tool. So like Magento or Shopify or some of those services, they sell you the software and then you can hire a consultant. Maybe they should just make the software and sell it to management consultants, or have a marketplace, like here are 100 management consultants that know how to use our tool, train them, and then they just focus on making the software better and better for those researchers and just get out of the, that piece of it. But those are all things you can do in a follow-up meeting. Well done, let's give them a big round of applause.